One of our area's most beautiful attractions is using its environmental appeal to stage a unique competition for South Florida schools.
And it's catching on around the country. Willard Shepard shows us how students are learning to go green by competing in events all with an eco theme.
The United States consumed about 140 billion gallons of gasoline in 2005.
Carbon, which we would put a tax on.
Debates like this one, held last month, are just one way Miami's Fairchild Tropical Botanical Garden is educating some 40,000 South Florida high school students and middle school students about the environment.
Pollution in me. I am a droplet, a tiny water droplet.
There are also competitions in drama, engineering, even fashion design.
Whether you're an artist or a scientist, a writer or a performer, that there's something in this program for you.
Carolyn Lewis, Fairchild's education director, is the brains behind the Fairchild Challenge. Schools are rated according to the quality of competition and the quantity of the students that participate.
Do you believe that if we use corn or soybean fuel, that it has the potential to sell for more than petroleum gas that we are currently using?
Debating the environment is a good way to learn about it because there's never a right or wrong answer.
And the debates revolve around much more than just the plight of faraway rainforest.
I argued for limiting the carbon emissions for airplanes and adding a carbon tax to it.
Winning schools receive a $1,000 grant for a greening project like this one at Palmetto High. The Fairchild Challenge is now being copied by institutions across the United States. Their representatives coming to learn how it's done.
We have a Fairchild Challenge in Illinois, in Pennsylvania, in Utah, in Costa Rica, in Venezuela.
So why the emphasis on this age group?
I feel that the disconnect from nature is chasm-like in teenagers. They are sort of locked into an indoor, sedentary, electronic world.
Lewis also believes they're the most likely to campaign for saving it.
It's amazing that when you celebrate their efforts and you give them open-ended learning opportunities, like the Fairchild Challenge does, what they come up with. We have kids designing 11-mile bridges over the Everglades to replace Tamiami Trail. We have students in their neighborhoods canvassing for recycling, teaching their neighbors how to recycle.
But change must first come from the teens themselves.
You start to pay attention about what you're throwing away and how much you're throwing away. And I've started taking things out of my garbage and putting in the recycle bin. That's how much it's had an effect on me.
Willard Shepard, South Florida Tonight.
Such sharp kids. I love that.
Great opportunity for them, and they're
Very
passing it
nice.
along. That's great. Miami Dolphins.